Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to see something here that might be beneficiary for you. This is one of the charts I've analyzed and posted several times. This trade is still running. Now, as you all know, that candlestick helps you in three major ways. I've always said that. It helps you to know your direction very well. Where is the market going? So it doesn't matter how experienced you are, knowing the direction of the market is very, very important. You will agree with me. And number two, candlesticks helps you in this very important area, the target. Many people know the direction, they get into the trade, but unfortunately they come out of the trade earlier than the time they were supposed to. And sometimes when they come out of the trade move in a direction, which I'm going to show you with this chart. And also, sometimes many people get into a trade that they get in, it makes some profit, then it takes them out at the end of the day. With candlestick, you don't have such things. So the third one is the entry. Many people are able to get the direction clear, the target very clear, but they enter in a very wrong way. They enter at the wrong place. The market takes them out first before it begins to go in their direction, and the projected profit eventually got hit, but they're already out of the market. So all of these three things are the major areas where the candlestick helps you to become very, very proficient. Now, I'm going to show you something here with this chart. Now, you know very well that when I'm analyzing my chart, I always look at three things also. I love 3. The three things is: where is the candle coming from? Where is the candle is now? And where is the candle going? Okay, so these three areas are very key to me when I'm analyzing the market from any time frame, whether it's monthly or weekly or daily. It's very important. Now, you look at this chart here. On a monthly chart, I already know the candle was coming from here. So this was last month candle. So I already know that this month candle is going to be buying all the way from the close of this candle. And when we trade candlesticks, many people ask the question, do we consider New York section, London section? Absolutely, we don't do that. We don't do all of that because we predict the next candle when a candle closes. So if you are doing a daily candle, I've said it in some of my videos, but I need to say it again for many who have not heard it, or if you are watching me for the very first time. We are looking at the close of the candle. If you are going to trade a monthly candle, you have to allow a monthly candle to close before you predict the next month. For instance, where we are right now, this is a running monthly candle. This is a candle running right now. Until this candle closes at the end of the month, we cannot predict another close of the candle. We cannot do that. So we wait for the close of the candle. So if we are doing weekly, until the weekly candle closes when we predict. So until the daily candle closes. And a lot of times the daily candle closes before the London section. Sometimes in some platforms or some chart, it closes at 10 p.m. GMT. Sometimes in some platform on some chart, it closes at 1 a.m. GMT. So you need to look at your chart and know exactly when yours closes. Okay, having said that, now look at this chart. I would just want to show you something where when you understand your direction and you understand your target and your entry, it puts you on an advantage. So look at this chart right now. Monthly, I already know is going up, and my target for monthly candle is actually this area. So the journey is very far. Even though there are a lot of sellers around here, but this market is trying to show us that it doesn't care. Okay, so the market is already pulling, and because of this pattern that I've seen here, this market is going this way. And I do not see anything around here to stop the market from going even to this point. So we have a very long way to go on a monthly candlestick. So let's get into weekly candlesticks. Now, in a weekly candlestick, you look at it very carefully. I can see candlestick level around here. But after this area, the next area I'm going to be targeting is this area. Okay, so where are we right now? I'm seeing candlestick level very near where we are. So, and let me go to weekly. If you see my weekly candle, there's something very, very powerful. You can see my candle making new highs, making new highs, making new highs, even till last week. So eventually this week candle is going to also go up because I can see that there is a high momentum here. Okay, very wonderful chart analysis. Then if I look at the left side, I saw that there was a level here, but the way my candle closes, it did not respect that level. So he broke it and it continued. So what it means also is I'll look at the left side again and see there's another level here. The market didn't respect it. It broke it and it went. Then where another level is this area. This is where my own candlestick level is. You can see this green candle. So I need to pay attention to that area. So I'm looking at here very, very carefully, this area. Now, let's go back and see where we are right now. So we have not reached that area where we are looking at. We are looking at this area and this area. Now, the previous week candle is making higher highs, okay? New highs and all of that. So we go to our daily chart, because this chart we actually been trading since last week. We were trading this candle since last week. You saw our entry, it was last week candle. Why did we trade last week candle? Because we saw all of this and monthly and new high. So I expect that this candle tree is going to close with a new high, and eventually it closed with a new high but with a rejection. But that's not the problem, because we are in the direction of a monthly candle. So weekly is gone, monthly good, weekly we are following the monthly. So all of them arranged together. So let's see on our daily now, where are we? Okay, so you see this is where we enter from weekly. So the weekly move on, and because there are a lot of activities within the daily, that's why you're seeing all of this. So we already knew it, that before we started trading daily, we knew that the monthly is going to go very far. And before we got into daily, we also knew that the weekly is going to go very far. So every activities that you are going to be seeing within the daily candle will not necessarily give you much concern. So we enter from here and the candle went up. We saw that first candle. We saw our first entry, which is here. This candle, we enter from here. I already explained why I enter from this candle. There was a fake breakout here. So we enter from here, and the first day we made over 20, risk to reward more than 20. I think we even made risk to reward 30. So the next day, the market made risk to reward more than 50 something. Then he pulls back. Now that pulling back, I wasn't surprised. Why wasn't I surprised? Because if you look at the candle very well, you are going to see candlestick reactions around this area. So the market responding or reacting is not a surprise. Remember, we are focusing on a long term. Monthly up, weekly up. Okay, so all the dailies you have to, it's only when we are trading daily alone, that is when we need to know all of these things and pay attention to all those details. So it pulls back. After day 2, we saw a pullback here, but remember, we knew monthly is going very far, weekly is going very far. So after this pullback, we're not bothered. We still remain in the trade. Okay, so what do we do again? We are still in the trade. So the market still pulled back the next day, and it came into almost taking all the profits of day 2 away. and took part of day one profit. But one of the things we do when we see this kind of a movement is that we get into another position. We enter another position, okay, so that we can ride the market very well and have good opportunities. But we didn't do that, really. I'm only explaining it to you. We didn't do that. So this market pulls back very strongly, and what did we do? We allow it to pull back because we knew monthly is going up, weekly is going up, so daily must surely go up. Okay, so this is what we did. So eventually it went up very well yesterday, and it closes around here yesterday, still battling with this sellers area, but we knew we are not afraid. Okay, we are not afraid. So today's candle now has opened, and then you see what is going on. So we are here now. So all in all, we are back to more than 50 risk to reward 1 to 50 in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day, and the 5th day is still running. So it's an average of risk to reward 1 to 10 per day, but it's a weekly trade that we are looking at. Now I'm going to be looking at studying this area carefully and see what happens. But don't forget, I am looking at my monthly and I'm looking at my weekly, and so the daily we're going to play a lot of activities, eventually break through and go up. So thank you very much. I wanted to, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, share the video, like the video, and then leave your comment and we'll respond to them. Many also are already talking about the fact that a promo, yes, the promo ended last week, and it ended last week. Do we have any other promo coming? I am not too sure if we have any other promo coming right now, because what we are doing is to make sure that we are able to build the pioneering student where we can use their testimonial, the result they have made, and use it to do much more presentation to people. And so that's why we did that promo. But a lot are already reaching out to me and asking if I can just add a little to the price of the promo so that they can take advantage of it again. And I am considering doing that. So if you are still interested, you can reach out to us as fast as you can, because after some time now, you might not be able to reach out. We'll just give you a link to connect with that link. So, but you have the advantage now because we are launching out something very, very big. So thank you very much, guys. God bless you and have a very wonderful and fruitful week ahead of you. Thank you.